1010 podcast in association with UTM Studios, the podcast created by our guests. You're back with me, Sanchez, Payne, and who do we have today?
Yes, people. So it's Matt Holmes. I am 27 from Yorkshire. I'm a musician. Do a few bits and bats, but originally met Sanchez in Ep4, and here we are now here to talk about all that.
Well, you have to get a magic shuffle on Matt. This is the 1010 podcast. 10 questions are going to be chosen from you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Yeah, do you know what? I like spontaneous stuff. I'm a spontaneous guy, so I like being kind of
put on the spot,
thrown in the deep end. Not very good at shuffling, you know. Good to rate a poker player or a card player.
We've been rating people's shuffle out of 10. How would you rate your shuffle out of 10?
I wouldn't even put it on the scale. I'm telling you, -3 or 4. I'm not sure yet.
But you're happy with your shuffle?
I'm happy with the shuffle.
This is your podcast right here.
100%. I'm happy with that shuffle.
Good to go?
I'm ready to go, baby.
Let's get in. Question number 1. What is an app, a tool, an object or a thing that is indispensable for what you do in your career? What is something that you couldn't live without?
My phone.
Okay.
100%. Everything I do now, obviously my social life, that's an obvious one, but like work-wise, I work off my phone pretty much for everything. Sometimes my laptop with my phone I need for everything, so I don't have a phone, I don't have anything. Do you know what I mean? Man's on the streets.
Dive deeper into what is it, certain apps that you use, maybe for your music, maybe for your social media, your promos, certain things on your phone. It's like every day I'm on there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Instagram is hugely important for me. It's where I market myself, it's where I market my businesses. And a lot of the communication I have with clients, customers, and of course my music as well, pushing my music. Instagram is hugely important. And obviously WhatsApp as well. That's a massive one for communicating. People that are abroad and stuff, you need to call people, FaceTiming them. Instagram and WhatsApp are the main ones. I could probably do without most of the other ones if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
But, as long as I've got them two, I can keep afloat.
And the reason why you say WhatsApp as well is you could probably be called Mr. International. You've got lots of ties to other places. Speaking a little bit about that, because it's not just Yorkshire, you've been some ways around the world.
Yeah, man. So, I've done several seasons abroad. I'm 7 now. I started off in Malia, working in Greece when I was a bit younger, just PRing on the strip, that annoying guy that was trying to get you into a bar for a drink deal. And I loved it at that age, and then got a little bit older, started changing the kind of music I'm into, changing the crowd of people I'm around with, and then I started working in Ep4 just like yourself. Obviously around that time I really got into my music, started taking it a bit more serious, so I used that as an excuse to kind of coincide the two together. I'm working abroad, I'm spending a lot of time abroad, let's shoot videos abroad, and that was it, man. So 2 years in, 2 summers in Greece, 4 in Ep4, and then I also did a spring break in Miami, so I was there for about 2.5 months this year. So it's been a madness, man. It's really been like a journey, and I'm very grateful.
What's that important for Mr. International Matt Holmes here? That's only question number 1, bro. We got to go.
We're getting warmed up.
Matt, what do people misunderstand about you the most?
What they misunderstand, I would say, is I think you look at my Instagram and you meet me in real life, I think I give off that wrong impression. People see me on Insta, they think, he's full of himself, he's probably not going to be a very nice guy, or he's going to think he's above everyone. And like, genuinely, honestly, like, I will speak to anyone, I'll give anyone the time of day. I'm not someone that feels like I'm above anyone. Quite the opposite, like if anyone, I treat people how I would be treated, and anyone that shows me respect, I will. I'm not bothered how much money you've got, how good looking you are. That means nothing to me, So I think the main thing is my perception on social media and my perception in real life. People would say 2 different things, So yeah.
And what's that like? Because, I mean, the reason why is because you're a good looking guy, you travel the world, good places, you're doing well for yourself. Those are not necessarily things that inherently would put other people down. You're just doing, and you've worked hard to get there. So what does it feel like when sometimes, I'm guessing people must have come up to you and been like, I thought he was going to be this and that, and you're really a nice guy. Which is, in the end, it's a compliment. But what is it like that people can't see past?
So what I'll tell you, so it's 2 things. So like with girls, they're the ones that will come up to me in real life and they'll say, I saw your Instagram, I thought he was this, I thought he was that.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that perceive me in a certain way. And then with the guys, it's always the guys that don't know me. So they'll see my Instagram, my music videos, and they'll be like, he looks a certain way, this and that. I think with the guys, it's jealousy, if I'm honest, because you know yourself, you've worked abroad and stuff, it's not something everyone can do. People are not in the position to do that kind of thing. Some people don't have the hunger and the bite in them to be able to go and just take that leap and take a risk. And people don't like people that can do that because they can do it themselves. So I think I'm at a point now, I'm at an age where, for me, I don't really get disheartened by hate or people misjudging me, because I'm like, you know what, coming across the way I have done has got me where I have done. You know, so I'm not going to change it for anyone, man. You know,
you develop thick skin.
Yeah, I developed thick skin, I'd say. But at the same time, obviously, with the girls and everything else, I think I'd much rather someone met me in person and said, "Oh, you look nicer than I thought you'd be," than met me in person and thought, "Oh, I thought you was going to be a nice guy." Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things that I think comes with it. But I think when you start putting yourself out there, whether it's you're making music, you start growing a following, people are always going to have something to say. You know, it's something I've learned. People will always have an opinion on you, no matter how good, bad, nice, not nice you are. It's just one of them things. You know, you have to just adapt, be yourself, and you know, if people don't want to like you for who you are, then you don't need them.
And I'd rather be hated for who I am than liked for who I'm not.
Facts, bro.
There we go.
Facts.
Look at us dropping gems. 2 questions in. Number 3. So Matt, you can create a utopia on Earth. You can turn Earth into exactly what you want it to be. What does that look like for you? Or let's say you can create a utopia, a new planet, brand new planet. It has all the systems of Earth. We can live there, oxygen, all that stuff. But you can make it. What would that planet look like?
I don't know so much about aesthetically, but for me, just peace, no war.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the main thing. I think just, you know, in an ideal world, everyone just getting along, you know, not being hatred in the world, whether it's racism, whether it's like fighting and people killing each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's just the main thing. I think, you know, if there was no war in the world, like, things would be so much different. Do you know what I mean? There wouldn't be the levels of poverty that there is, there wouldn't be the levels of prejudice and stuff like that, and yeah, so an ideal world for me would just be a peaceful one, bro. Everyone getting on with everyone, no war, and yeah, it'd be a happier life for everyone, you know.
Would it be, let's say you made this new world, would it be more technology side, or would it be more like, you know, old school nurture, getting grains from the ground type? Like, what would your utopia be?
So it is. I've had this conversation with my paps when I was younger, and I've just thought, because he used to tell me about, like, my dad's in his 70s, used to tell me about obviously the 60s and that. I just think I'd love to see how it was back then, before, because I always say that kind of social media and phones in a way does ruin certain things. You know, I always kind of wonder what things were like before that, but then same way, technology, the way it's moving, man, seeing robots and that, like, I think I probably would rather see the advance. You know, like, see where...
So like the Jetsons, but everyone's just blessed at peace.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's at peace, but technology's just on a new level, like, we're all, like, flying and we're all... Yeah.
Technology that brings us together rather than tears us apart.
Yeah, exactly that one.
That would see. I'll move there. Let me know what happens in Virgin Atlantic. Shout might help out anyone. We're on number 4. So you have a fully funded 3-destination holiday. Where do you go and why? Money's no object. You're going to bounce from start at one, bounce to one, finish on another. Where do you go and why?
Is it like a certain order, or do you want to like from
start? Whatever you want.
Cool. So for me, I would pick. I'd start off in the Ibiza.
Okay.
Yeah. My favourite place in the world. I love it. So
why?
I'd start off in Ibiza just because the people, the partying. You know, I love to party. I love to mingle. I think it's got the best people. Partying's amazing. And yeah, it's just like a home for me. So Ibiza's where I'd start, and then I'd fly to Maldives, have a fat detox there, get my feet up and stuff, take in the views, have a nice girl next to me, and then after I've like recovered and that, I would probably fly to Dubai. I think Dubai or maybe Dubai or Miami. I mean, if money was no object, probably Miami. You know.
Okay.
Because it is that place where if money's no object, you can have a lot of fun. Yeah, so I think I've got a bit of everything now. I've got like the partying and the raving and stuff on the beach. I've got the chilling, beautiful views and all that with the Maldives, and I've got like just a bit of everything in Miami. You know,
combination. I love that it's both like beautiful places, but also quite sensibly put. It's not like I'm going right. We're going down deeper and then right. It's like that. Yeah. Maldives detox. You know, have a little green tea, have a steam and sauna. to go back out again.
I have friends that are like that, but honestly, like, I got friends that have got too much money. Yeah, like I've gone to Ibiza with them before and stuff, and they'll just be like, I'm not ready to face England yet, and then I'll just piss off to like Barcelona and get a couple nights in W.
Just go on a moped in a random city, get some paella and chill.
Yeah, they just like spend a couple nights there. And
I love it.
Honestly, I just want to get home, you know, and I'm feeling like that. But
fair enough. I mean, that's a good holiday, man. That's a good set.
What would yours be?
Oh, do you know what? I'd have to get a bit of Iceland in there. So Jamaica, where I'm from.
Oh yeah.
I'd definitely get Jamaica in there. Dubai has to be one there. I went there on a football tournament and I went there for a 2-week holiday with a man then, and I think it's just one of the best places on earth. I get it, it's man-made, artificial, but the vibes, energy, the treatment that you get over there as well is just second to none. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And then I'd probably go to somewhere, if not Africa culture, but somewhere like a Bali, somewhere where I love Thai food. I love that kind of cuisine, but also where I'm in like either a rainforest or a jungle. Like I'd be out with nature. So family.
I wouldn't be far down for being either, to be fair.
Yeah, that'd be like what if you had a fourth one? If you could skip one, you had a fourth little skip, you go there. So we're on. So we're almost halfway, man. Yeah. This is gonna be good, man. This is gonna be good. So when you were a child, how did you imagine adulthood would be, and how does it compare to reality? So we've got a young Matt Holmes, 5, 6, 7, 8, when you start to understand the world and you're looking at the future. How do you think adulthood would be? Let's start there.
I thought adulthood would be a lot more traditional than it has been. So by that I mean, I always, like when I was 5, 6, 7, I always thought I was going to kind of like go to school, go to university, get a full-time job, career, and that would be my life. Like I thought like what I would be doing now, like I'm 27 now, I'm nearly 28, and I thought like if you'd asked me kind of that age what I'd be doing, I'd have said like the same job that I would do for the rest of my life, you know. Yes. I was very much kind of like thinking I was at school working towards a specific job, and if I didn't get that, I'd be a failure. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of how I had it in my head. Even that I thought I was going to be a footballer, which is another thing. But yeah, man, that's it. Like I just had a vision that kind of everything had to be a certain way, and I don't know whether that was my parents that got that into me or what it was, but how my life is set out is completely different to how I thought it was as a kid, but not in a bad way, you know.
I remember when I was younger, probably a bit older, actually, like 11, 12, I thought like 25 was old. I thought by 25, you had to have a house, car, family, everything. You had to have your life sorted, your career.
Same.
Got 25, and I was like, I'm feeling younger than ever. I realised the world isn't sorted out. I'm realising that I'm still learning to this day. And I'm 30 now. I didn't feel like I could feel like this at 30. I'm feeling like by 30, I would have been feeling like 60. So when I was young, in perception, I was like, you're 25. You're going to be needed a similar friend next. And it just, life really comes at you fast. It's like, oh, I got to 25 quickly. Nothing what I imagined.
Yeah.
Looking at 25-year-old like the 8. I remember looking at my older cousin like, you're old, fam. Got to 30 now, I'm like, please, no, we're not there yet.
18, so you meet till 25, you'd be like, what? 25? Like,
come on, man.
I've got 5 kids, you know, in the house, like.
And it's just not the case whatsoever. Halfway through, man, 5 questions up, 5 questions down. How are you feeling so far?
Feeling good, boy,
Yeah, smashed it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. This is brilliant. Matt, okay. When is the last time somebody saw you cry?
Ooh, cry.
We'll say saw you cry, and if not, it could be the last time that you cried in general, if you can't think of one.
Last time someone saw me cry, I'm trying to think. Last time someone saw me cry would have been my grand's funeral. So that was like about a year, just over a year from then. So yeah, and the whole family seen that.
Yeah. Was that in the church or at home?
That was she done a so my auntie's daughter, my dad's sister, don't mind explaining all that, but she done like a ceremony in the garden.
So really homely.
Yeah, really homely, yes. I think that's what got me with that, because I'm very like, not that there's anything wrong with crying as a mum, but I just never cry. I don't show my emotions enough, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think for me, when I sat in the garden, it's like, that's like the memories I had of my gran, you know what I mean? When I was younger, I used to run around that same garden and whatever else, and kind of everyone is sat there other than the one woman that, do you know what I mean?
That we're here for.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the last time that I can remember crying, and in front of people anyway, yeah.
Isn't it crazy how, regardless of technology, life, industry, all these things that are technically a facade, there's certain human emotions that you just can't fight. Like you said, you could be like, I'm very into my emotions, but a lot of times I'm very stoic. But then all of a sudden, if I'm looking at a scene in a movie, it gets to me.
Yeah,
something like that.
Certain music, bro, like certain songs I can hear, and I'm like, why? Like,
you feel it.
Yeah.
Like that's an innate thing as humans. And I think it's something beautiful that we all, it's like, you know, my daughter, when she hears music and she just dances, it's like, who told, like what, I know she watches me dance and I'm silly, but who told you what rhythm to make you boogie and move to?
It just knows, do you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you're right, at funerals, and they're probably the times that most people would say, it's like, you're trying to be obviously strong, you've been there for people, but then it's like, you're right, you think of, bro, when was the last time I saw this person? The last time I did see him, was it good, bad? And then you think of the memories and all the good times, and then it becomes uncontrollable.
Like it was like, that was the first time, I'd ever seen my dad cry, like ever. Like my dad, I think that's where I've got it from, like the kind of thick skin and stuff, and not really showing my emotions, because I've never seen him like, and he's been through some madness, my situations when I was younger, and never seen him like show any emotion. You wouldn't even think it, and then to see him like crying is just like mad. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what almost set me off in a way. It's like if the person you kind of look up to and has brought that tough frame onto you, and even he cries, then it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, I will weep every now and again, you know.
I love that, man. Shout out to Dad. Big up, man. Representation matters. We're on number 7. So, this is going crazy. Look how life works. 1010 podcast. Randomly shuffled by Matt, by the way. Given an unlimited budget, how would you plan your own funeral?
Oh, let's just speak about that as well.
That's mad, isn't it?
How to plan my own funeral. So I would want the main thing on my funeral, I want as many people as possible to be there. You know, I've always kind of like, not that I should think about this, but I've always thought like my mum doesn't know my friends, like most of my friends from a beef and all this, and like how would they know about my mum's on social media.
Get them to drop a little story.
Give her like a little budget. I'd want my funeral to just be happy, man, and like a memory of me, you know. I keep going about Ibiza, but like if I could have everyone fly to Ibiza and all be like all be there at like maybe a memorable place that I was at a lot, maybe like, and all be there and all get a holiday out of it or something, and be able to not celebrate my death as such, but kind of just do what I would have been doing if I was still here. That would be like what I'd want, you know. I want to be remembered in a positive way, and I'd want people to I want as many people as possible to be there and or to be able to get there. Right?
Tell me the place, Ibiza. You can take over Ibiza Rocks, Ocean Beach, Passion. Like what are you taking over?
I don't know, you know, because it's
Matt Holmes, celebrating the life of Matt Holmes.
I'm trying to think, because I spend just as much time in all of the places. Like, obviously the Strip is where I started, I think the Strip is a bit scatty for a funeral. It's already a bit depressing. West End is depressing.
So what's one place?
I don't know, man. Like, maybe just you know, hope I got the nod from Wayne and just Ocean, I'm in Ocean, man.
So listen, Matt's giving all the love to Ibiza. Shout out to Wayne Lineker, shout out to everyone. Ocean Beach, as and when in a long time. I have to open the doors for Matt Holmes, man. That'll be mad as well.
Yeah, imagine that, man.
But yeah, I'm like you. I feel like a celebration is how it wants. Listen, if you want to cry and be sad, everyone grieves differently. But hopefully, by the time that my time comes to an end, I'd like to think I've touched so many people's lives positively that it'll be nothing but good, happy tears.
Yeah.
And you're right. I want as many people in. It's going to be something you remember for life. And that way, I live on forever, and then do we really die?
100%, boy, yeah. 100%. You just got to look at the positives, yeah.
I'm down, man. So, Matt, come up with a new Olympic sport in which you would definitely win a gold medal.
Well, it'd be a new one, yeah. Do you know what, right? This is a random one, yeah, but I am a fast typer. I'm a rapid typer, I tell you, well, that's good for me. I'm so fast, I'm telling you.
That is so funny. I would never have thought
you never think it, yeah, like, I don't know why I said it, but like, typing, like, I'm so fast at typing, bro. So
is that from repetition, from work, from
maybe,
on to go, boom, boom?
Maybe, yeah. Like I don't know. I just think from a young age, obviously, I was there on MSN pestering all the girls.
Yeah, big.
I used to look because my dad works with computers, so when I was younger, I was just, you know, he got me a computer from a young age and stuff. So I was always just on the computer. I used to play all these games and that. So maybe that's what it is, but I've just got a quick hand. I'm telling you.
Okay, let's flush this out. What would the Olympic sport be? You have to, let's say you've got a paragraph in front of you and you've got to copy the paragraph. Person to do it wins type thing.
Yeah, literally that, like,
yeah.
There's like, I'll sound sad saying this, people never knows about me, right? But when I remember when I was at uni and I was saying how fast I was typing, and this guy was like, nah, ain't as fast as me. And I typed it in like, it was like typing competition or something on Google, yeah. Basically, it's got all the words that you've got to write, and you just have to write them. And obviously, every time you get one letter wrong here, you've got to go backspace and that, and it gives you points for each like letter, and it's always like...
Bro, that sounds sick!
I'm telling you, bro.
And it also sounds like a clever way to disguise learning, because then you'll learn.
Yeah, exactly, bro, then you're on your thing, but...
what we call it?
I don't know, you have to help me out.
Type test.
A good one with the name.
Type test. Call it the type test Olympic sport.
Olympic type test.
Yeah?
Yeah,
so you got it first. Matt Holmes got fast fingers. Take that how you want it. 2 more to go. Matt, if you do want kids, what is a character trait you would not want to pass down to them? So I can't picture it.
What is it when I got myself?
Yeah, that you wouldn't want them to have. It would be easy to say, what would you want them to have?
Yeah,
what would you want them to have?
I'm going to keep it
self-reflection.
Keep it PG, yeah. But just being, I think being better with, better with money. So not just wasting the money a lot, you know. I think I can be really good with money, don't get me wrong, but like I overindulge a lot, and I think I'd want my child to be a little bit more sensible than me.
Bit more savvy.
Yeah, like still be, you know, still enjoy themselves, but not too much. You know what I mean? I sometimes get my priorities a bit wrong. I think, like, you know, I'll put partying first, or I'll put like a nice holiday over certain more important things. So I think that, and then just also being like a bit more punctual, so like on time for things, you know, just not. I keep it as that. Yeah.
Well, look, there's 2 really good lessons in that. So as far as monetary wise, what you're acknowledging it, first and foremost, is amazing. And that's what parenting is all about. It's about you going through something so your next generation doesn't have to. It's probably things that your dad went through and his granddad and your mum went through, and they try and pass it on to you. So the fact that you've lived through it, your translation to them is like, listen, this is what I used to do. Don't do this, and you'll have savings here, you'll be sorted there, you'll be accepted there. So there's not, my point is that there's never no regrets. You've done it, you've gone, right, okay, that was good from it. Great memories, great times, never take them back. Going forward, I'll be like this, and you don't even need to, like you said, go to that point where you're overindulging. Have your money so you set, so your holidays are patterned, they don't even touch nothing else. So that's learning. And in timing as well, what was your lesson on that? Like, why did you think, you know, what made you go, right, and punctuality is a good thing?
Do you know what, like, everyone likes someone that is, I think it's all about impression, isn't it, with certain things, like, you know, if you go to a job interview and you're late to a job interview, or you're late to work, you'll get a warning. Do you know what I mean? I think in general, my issue is I take on too much. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm Superman sometimes, and I could do a million things in a day, and I try to keep everyone happy. You know what I mean? And sometimes less is more. You know, sometimes you keeping everyone happy means actually just like, you know, doing things once at a time, doing them well, not rushing things, and not trying to take on too much. It just tires you out and you can't do it. So I think that's my main thing is, you know, prioritising my time a bit better, and, you know, focusing on things that need to be focused on, and, you know what I mean, not waste of time.
That's definitely something I take with as well, 100%. I do a million things, but then it's like compartmentalise. Do it, focus, whatever. 25 minutes could be, smash it, it's done to your best ability, and then move on. Rather than that, and then 5 minutes later, I get a phone call, and okay, and then I've got a text, and then I've got that email, and before you know it, there's 17 tabs open. Just kick off the tab, just do one by one. Because changing the world, it's been what? 10 podcast, I love it. Final question for you. What is one sign that you could be friends with someone for life?
Loyalty, bro. Like, just loyalty. So, I will always feel like when I meet someone and stuff, I'll always kind of test low key. I will test someone's trust and loyalty with small little things. So it might be something I've told them. Let's see if they go tell other people. It might be how they react to something, or if I ask for a favor, something like that. How they are around my ex or whatever else. Yeah, I always test people's trust and loyalty. But genuinely, if you're loyal to me, you trust me, like, you've got me, bro. Like, for life, I will help you with as much as I can, and anything I have of mine will be yours. The problem is there isn't many people I trust. You know what I mean? There isn't many people that have done that really. Like, so yeah, as long as you've got a level of loyalty, trust, even if we're not the same person and we're all different, like, I will always have a lot of respect for you, and I will be able to say and do things with you that I wouldn't with a lot of people.
Yeah, because what I get from that, it's easier to turn a loyal person into a good friend than someone that might have, they might like to party like with you, have a similar personality, same energy, down to do whatever you want to do, but then you've got an air of mistrust. That's harder to deal with, because all the things you're doing that you love about them, you're thinking, well, at some point, is it going to come back to bite me?
As well, but I think, because a lot of people might be watching and thinking, like, how can someone be loyal to you when they have no loyalty to you, because they don't really have that. But it's the morals thing. It's the morals thing that I think you meet someone, how you raise, like, you meet someone that, for the first time, people have certain morals, whether it's like you're respectful, you're polite, you're friendly, how you speak to someone's friends, whatever. So it's just having the morals to begin with to then be able to build trust and a strong relationship with someone else. So I just value loyalty and trust a lot, I think.
I think what's scary about that as well is I think those are the kind of things that are, you're right, it's common sense, but it's becoming so rare. I think the next generations, with the lack of attention span, with social media, with lack of that teaching, because I got taught face to face from my dad, like, be an upstanding man, shake a person's hand, look them in the eye, all these kind of things, and your reputation is bigger than whatever monetary or social thing you think you have. It's about how people speak about you when you're not around is what really matters. I got taught this directly, and I fear that these next generations are even one, not being told that, or just not taking it in, because things are so quick and fast. So you're right, it's getting rarer by the day. So if you have it, you have to hold on to it, innit?
For real, bro.
I love that, man. Matt, 10 questions up, 10 questions down, 10 podcasts be completed. 10. How are you feeling, man?
I really enjoyed that, bro. I thought it's a really good concept, man. Like, it's something completely different to any of that. I've done a few podcasts now, completely different to anything I've done, I've really enjoyed it, bro.
How you think you did?
You've got my, you've wrapped my brains as well. Like, you've got me thinking about stuff I've never thought about, and stuff I've also thought about but not said in public. So
that's so sick, man. Well, thank you so much.
All right, yeah.
Your time to shine, man. You smashed it. Tell the people that camera what you got going on, where they can find you.
Yes, people. So my music is Matt Holmes on YouTube. If you type me in, same for Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. My Instagram, Matt Holmes with 2 S's and _. There you can find the links to all my other stuff. So my concierge business. This is a beat for concierge. We can sort out like villas, boats, club tables, restaurants, cheap hotels, all of that for your beat for holiday. And then I also have a personal shopping business, Visuals Clothing. Got a little flyer here. It's a little bit scrunched up. But Visuals Clothing. We can source designer clothes, active wear, all of that for under retail price. Drop us a message. And also my coaching is The Resilient by MH. You can also find that on my Insta bio. I do life coaching, fitness coaching. So if you want to get in 10-10 shape for summer, you know where to find me.
I'm going to end it there, man. Thank you so much, man. 10-10 podcast. Let's go. Boom.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I smashed it, my guy. What do you think?
Yeah, I genuinely really enjoyed that, bro.